Hola, and welcome to today's lesson about conjugating the verb gustar in Spanish with your favorite Spanish teacher, Señorita Harders. Did you know that in Spanish they actually don't have a direct translation for the phrase I like? Instead, they use a very special verb, gustar. The word gustar actually means to please. And before we dive into how to conjugate this special verb, we need to have a quick review of our indirect object pronouns. These are the indirect object pronouns in Spanish: me, te, le, nos, os, and les. If you would like to learn more about indirect object pronouns, or if you need a more in-depth review, check out my video linked below in the description. All right, we are ready to conjugate the verb gustar. When the verb gustar comes before a different verb, the verb following gustar must be in its infinitive form with the AR, ER, or IR ending. And we conjugate gustar in the third person singular form. In simple terms, that means it will look like this: Me gusta escuchar música. While we translate this sentence to say, I like to listen to music, what we are actually saying in Spanish is, listening to music is pleasing to me. Make sure to be careful with how you're pronouncing the indirect object pronoun me. Many native English speakers will say me gusta instead of me gusta, but this is not correct. Me in Spanish is pronounced me. Say it with me. Me gusta. Me gusta. Me gusta. Let's take a look at a different example. Me gusta leer libros. Reading books is pleasing to me. Or as we would say in English, I like to read books. Let's look at one more example with a verb. Me gusta cocinar. Cooking is pleasing to me, which we would translate as I like to cook. Okay, so conjugating gustar before a verb is pretty easy, but things start to get a little bit complicated when we're conjugating gustar before a noun. First, we will take a look at conjugating gustar before a singular noun. When conjugating gustar before a singular noun, we will conjugate it the same way we did with the verbs, using the third person singular form, gusta. For example, me gusta la manzana. The apple is pleasing to me. Or as we would say, I like the apple. We can change who likes the apple by changing the indirect object pronoun. Me gusta la manzana, meaning I like the apple. Te gusta la manzana, meaning you like the apple. Le gusta la manzana, meaning he or she likes the apple. Nos gusta la manzana, for we like the apple. Or les gusta la manzana, for they like the apple. When conjugating gustar before a plural noun, we will use the third person plural form of the verb, gustan. So just like we add an S to make a noun plural, in Spanish we will add an N to make the verb plural. Me gustan las manzanas. The apples are pleasing to me. Or, as we would say, I like the apples. Again, we can change who likes the apples by changing the indirect object pronoun. Me gustan las manzanas. I like the apples. Te gustan las manzanas, meaning you like the apples. Le gustan las manzanas, meaning he or she likes the apples. Nos gustan las manzanas. We like the apples. Or les gustan las manzanas. They like the apples. So to summarize, we will use gusta before a verb in the infinitive form and before a singular noun. And we will use gustan before a plural noun. Okay, practiquemos. How would you say, I like to eat in Spanish? Me gusta comer. Remember, we say gusta before a verb in the infinitive form. Also, did you remember to say me instead of me? How would you say, I like the hamburger? Me gusta la hamburguesa. Again, we will use gusta because it comes before a singular noun, hamburguesa. How would you say, I like hamburgers? Me gustan las hamburguesas. Remember to add an N to the verb because it comes before a plural noun. How would you say, you like to travel? Te gusta viajar? Great job! Did you remember to change the indirect object pronoun to te? How would you say, you like the beach? Te gusta la playa? How would you say, you like the beaches? Te gustan las playas? Did you remember to add the N to the verb? How would you say, she likes to read? Le gusta leer? Excelente! Did you remember to use the indirect object pronoun le? How would you say, she likes this book? Le gusta este libro? How would you say, she likes books? Le gustan los libros? How would you say, we like to hang out together? Nos gusta pasar tiempo juntos. Did you remember to change the indirect object pronoun to nos? How would you say, we like pizza? Nos gusta la pizza. How would you say, we like the pizzas? Nos gustan las pizzas. Muy bien. Let's try one more example. How would you say, they like to sell? Les gusta vender. Did you remember to change the indirect object pronoun to les? How would you say, they like lemonade? Les gusta la limonada. How would you say, they like cold drinks? Les gustan las bebidas frías. How did you do conjugating the verb gustar in Spanish? Comment below. I hope that this video about conjugating the verb gustar was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe to learn more Spanish with Señorita Harders.